We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on entertainment? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Damian Simpson, you're living in the United States of America. Today is your birthday. Your father, AJ, who is living in the Brownstown area of St. Ann, he's asking us to wish you a happy birthday today. He's telling us to tell you that you are a 1 in a million son and him love you very much. Let's hope that today you're going to be having a wonderful birthday and may you live to see lots more. So tomorrow evening, Sunday, March 2 at 6 o'clock, we are going live. We are going to celebrate reaching 300,000 subscribers and we are going to be taking your calls. I am also going to be telling you about my journey on YouTube so far. I will also be giving some advice to young YouTubers who are trying to grow their channel, plus lots more. That's tomorrow evening, Sunday, March 2 at 6 o'clock Jamaica time. Don't miss it. Now, on this channel, we call things as we see it. In Jamaica, self-defense is justified when there is a perceived threat to life or serious injury. Self-defense is also considered if someone believes that they are about to be attacked. I carried a report on Thursday about the death of that man on your screen. His name is Rodroy Powell, but he was popularly known as Mr. C or Jerky. He was 55 years old. Now, if you have been following me on Facebook, you would have seen that I posted the headline about Jerky's death and his photographs. I also posted a photo of the taxi driver, Shadwayne, who killed Jerky, and I told persons that he was wanted for the murder of Jerky and persons should inform on him if they knew where he was hiding. On Thursday afternoon, I was doing some digging into the incident, and as I was about to voice the video, I was sent a video footage of the incident. Now, based on what I saw in the video, with a clear conscience and despite the fact that I know that family members of Jerky were grieving, I spoke the truth based on what I saw in the video. Now, when I watched the video, I was of the view that Jerky, he was chopped once. I have since slowed down the video and I noticed that Jerky, he was chopped more than once. That still does not change my view about the incident. In my view, Jerky was the aggressor. He had the knife that he used to chop up chicken in his hand, and he also grabbed away the driver's bus key because the driver did not give him back his $100 change that he was demanding. Even though the taxi driver had the machete in his hand, Jerky, he could still be seen advancing at the taxi driver, trying to cut him, and that's when Jerky was chopped. You don't have to agree with my views, but you cannot stop me from sharing them. I am of the view that this was a clear case of self-defense, but guess what? I am not the person investigating this case. So, family members of Jerky plus others, they are upset about what I said, and that is understandable. It is never easy losing a loved one. So, this is what one of Jerky's sister had to say. Listen this.
I'm not going to say good night. I'm going to be very disrespectful to you. The reason why? You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're talking about my brother, Rodroy. Saying that my brother get one chop or cut, whatever you may classify it to. You don't know nothing. One chop or one cut, you say it was self-defense. My brother have 3 chop, one in his back and one in his face and one towards his neck. So how comes you, Popeye, talking about my brother you need to shut your mouth if you don't know nothing and try get in touch with the family for people who you're talking about, because you don't know what kind of family you are talking about. You understand? And all I have to tell you, since you know it was self-defense, because nothing there is not self-defense, you know and you see that there was no self-defense right there. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. So, since you know it's self-defense, you are a judge. You're going to try this case as jury. You understand? You need to know what you're talking about before you talk about it, Mr. Popeye. This is 2 cut. And the next one in my brother back. You can't see it when he laying on his back. So you need to shut. You know what? I don't want to disrespect you. You need to shut up. Because you know what? I cheer with in America, yeah. And it nah go so. It nah go so upon me dead body. A 30 year me live America. It nah go so. You hear what me say? Okay. So that's a picture of my brother Jerky where you say get 1 chop. A 1 chop you see. Them a figure spin every clad camera in that the parking lot. Because I have whatever it takes. My brother now go down so a clot. Me already talk to people in high places in a DJCF force. Uno no don't know who people know, so uno now cook up nothing.
So, sister, I know that you and your family are grieving, and hearing Popeye saying what he had said may have been painful. At the end of the day, I call things as I see it, and like I text and replied to you, I stand by what I said, and I make no apologies for what I said. Neither will I be withdrawing what I said. It is sad, but your brother Jerky, he make badness get to him head. All Jerky had to do was pick up his goods and walk away, leaving the $100 change that he was demanding. Got it? But in this next case, I owe this man an apology. In Thursday's video, I told you about a chopping incident that took place in January 2021. I had said that it was Changa and Ratty who were involved in a conflict on Hudson Street, and Changa, he chopped Ratty. As a result, hoodlums attacked and killed Changa's brother Delroy Grant, also known as Juney. But I am being corrected that Changa was not involved. It was actually his brother Delroy who chopped Ratty. As a result, hoodlums went for Delroy. So, Changa, my apologies to you. Enough respect. In this next report, on Thursday morning, December 19, last year, about 5:30, a team of police officers acting on intelligence, they went to Mall Road in the Anchovy police area in the parish of St. James. They went in search of a hoodlum popularly known as Budman. It was said that Budman, he was in possession of illegal guns. On arriving at the premises, Budman, he was seen sleeping under the house cellar. He had a one-strap bag across his body. The police, they accosted Budman and took away the one-strap bag from him. Budman, he then managed to run away, making good his escape from the police. The one-strap bag was searched and bingo, it was found to contain 2 illegal guns. One was a black Glock 19 9mm pistol with the serial number intact, affixed with a magazine containing 10 9mm rounds. The other one was a brown Glock 19X 9mm pistol with an extended magazine containing 28 9mm rounds. So, since then, the police, they had been searching for Budman, and on Wednesday, February 26, Budman, whose correct name is Nicholas Palmer, he is 26 years old. He was held in a police operation at Catherine Hall in Montego Bay. He has since been charged, so he will be going to the courts shortly. In this next report, last week, Wednesday morning, February 19, at minutes after 6 o'clock, a lifeguard in her late 40s, she securely locked up her house at Mile End in the Top Mountain area of Senton and went to work. When she returned at minutes to 8 o'clock in the night, she realized that the house, it was broken into. A hoodlum pry open her bathroom window and thief her gold chain with a pendant. As a result, a report was made to the police. We are told that earlier this week, intelligence was received that the hoodlum who thieved the chain, he had traded it at a jewelry store in Ocho Rios. As a result, the police, they went to that jewelry store. The gold chain and pendant were handed over to the police, and evidence was gathered as to who traded it. The thief was picked up by the police. His name is Rohando Bryan, but he is also known as Jason. Jason is 21 years old and he is living at Mile End. Jason, he has been charged for the offense of housebreaking and larceny, and he will be going to the courts shortly. In this report, 5 persons in Trelawney were arrested and charged for seriously wounding a 60-year-old Trelawney farmer who is known as Fire. The incident, it took place on Sunday night, February 23, about 11:30. It took place at Hastings District in Trelawney. The allegation is that Fire, he was riding his bicycle passing a bar when he saw one of his sons and some guys in a conflict. Fire, he intervened, but he was mobbed by the guys who used knives to inflict wounds to his forehead, his neck, his mouth, his back, and his chest. They also fling stone, hitting Fire in his head and his back. They then made good their escape. 60-year-old Fire, he was rushed to hospital where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. The police, they were informed and the 5 persons were picked up. They have since been charged. They are 1. Odian Stewart, 28 years old. 2. Bev Campbell, age 19 years old. 3. Delroy Campbell, also known as Blacks, age 23 years old. 4. Shireen Williams, age 16 years old. And 5. Christine Clark, age 16 years old. They were charged, so they'll be going to the courts shortly. Over in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine, a 27-year-old guy, he has been charged by the police for pointing an illegal gun at his mother and threatening to shoot her. His name is Jamie Thomas and he's living at Water Lane in the Marley Acres area. The allegation is that some items were removed from the 46-year-old mother's house. So on Wednesday night, February 26, about 9:30, the mother, she went to her son's house and confronted him about the items that were removed from her house. As a result, they started to argue, and it is alleged that the son, Jamie, he pulled a black and silver pistol from his waistband and pointed it at his mother, telling her to come out of him yard. A report was made to the police who commenced investigations, and Jamie, he was picked up by the police. He was charged, so he'll be going to the courts shortly. In this next report, now, in Thursday's video, I told you about the death of that man on your screen, and I promised to update the report as soon as the information became available. His name is George Anthony McKella, but he was popularly known as Rasta or Mackie. On September 29 coming up, Mackie would be celebrating his 58th birthday. He lived in the Montpelier Road area of Sandy Bay in the parish of Hanover. Rasta. He was a well-known photographer in Western Jamaica. He also worked at various media entities. So what we are learning is that Rasta, he became ill in October last year. He had a stroke and he was also diagnosed with high blood pressure and a heart condition. Since then, Rasta, he has been in and out of hospital. Rasta, he usually take early morning walks to a popular seafood restaurant on the beach at Sandy Bay, then go for his morning swim at the beach. Early Thursday morning, he was doing just that. At minutes after 6 o'clock, Rasta, he was seen taking his usual walk along the Sandy Bay main road. He then went to the beach to hold a swim. Rasta, he was seen swimming in the water, but moments later, he was seen lying motionless and face down in the water. An alarm was raised and persons, they went into the water and they brought Rasta ashore. By this time, it was too late. Rasta, he was already DEAD. The police, they were called in and they commenced investigations. It is suspected that Rasta, he drowned, but a post-mortem examination will be done to ascertain exactly what caused his death. Sad indeed. In this report, detectives at CTAC, they have arrested and charged a guy for being a part of a criminal organization. They are claiming that this guy, he was a hitman for the 100 Rounds gang that is based in sections of Hanover. His name is Delgardo Mohan, but he is also known as Parrie or Dello. He is 33 years old and he's living at Hall Crescent in Kingston, but he was working as a steelman at the Princess Hotel and he was staying in the Green Island police area in the parish of Hanover. CTAC detectives are alleging that between 2022 and 2023, Parrie, he was a member of the 100 Rounds gang and he participated in several crimes including murder. Parrie, he was already before the courts for killing that guy on your screen. His name is Andrae Miller, but he was popularly known as Skully. Skully was 32 years old when he was shot and killed on Thursday morning, October 26, 2023. Skully and other persons were standing in a shop at Dias in Hanover when it is alleged that Parrie, he walked up, pulled a gun, put it to Skully's head and squeezed. Skully, he fell to the ground and Parrie, he ended up pumping about 4 more bullets into Skully's body. He then ran out of the shop and he and his crony, they made good their escape on a burgundy Cobra CG 150 motorcycle. Skully, he ended up dying on the spot. Now, that bike that they escaped on, it was intercepted by a team of police officers from the Kingsvale police station about 4 to 5 miles away from where Skully was shot. The two hoodlums, on seeing the police, they jumped from the bike, but the police, they held Delgardo Mohan, also known as Parrie or Dello. The police, they also alleged that Parrie, he was held with a Glock 19 9mm pistol with the serial number intact. It was affixed with a magazine containing 2 9mm rounds. Ballistic test was done on the gun and it was proven that the gun that Parrie was found with, it was the gun that killed Skully. We are also told that that gun was tied to other murders committed in the parish of Hanover. So, Parrie, he'll be appearing in court shortly on this charge. In this next report, on Monday night, February 10 at minutes to 8 o'clock, a man named Donovan Smith, also known as Zubba, he was 58 years old. He lived at Alma District in Grangeville in the parish of Westmoreland. Zubba, he was at his home when residents of the area, they heard gunshots being fired. When the smoke was clear and they made checks, Zubba's body was found lying on his back in bushes in a pool of blood. The police, they were called and when they inspected Zubba, he had received gunshot wounds to his upper body. He died on the spot. The police, they have now made a breakthrough in that incident. they were searching for two guys. One known as Travel and the other one known as Pete. The police were searching for them in relation to this incident. Well, early Friday morning, February 21, about 5 o'clock. The police, they are alleging that they went to Jerusalem Mountain in Grange Hill to search for both Pete and Travel. The police, they are claiming that both Pete and Travel, they were in a house, and as they, the police, were approaching the house, both Pete and Travel opened gunfire at them. The police, they are saying that they returned the fire, but both Pete and Travel, they made good their escape. On Saturday, February 22, Pete and Travel, they surrendered to the police and they were charged for shooting at the police. Pete's correct name is Garfield Campbell and he is 37 years old. He's living at Jerusalem Mountain. Travel's correct name is Caswell Sonlin and he is 28 years old. He's living at Millersfield Mountain. The police, they have also charged Travel for the death of Zubba, so they will be going to the courts shortly. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell, then click all, so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, this one is sketchy and I'm going to be updating it in an upcoming video. But what we are learning so far is that early this morning, Saturday, March 1 at minutes to 4 o'clock, a team of police officers, they were allegedly involved in a shootout with hoodlums at Terminal Road in the Old Harbour Bay area of St. Catherine. In the end, two guys were shot and killed and the police, they're claiming that they recovered two illegal guns. One of the guys who was killed was that guy on your screen. His name is Demar Muirhead and he's said to be in his late 20s. The other one is a taxi driver named Rohan Jones. Like I said, in a subsequent video, I'm going to be updating this report. In the meantime, the mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica.